President Vladimir Zelensky can be better described as a narcissistic little man who found himself in the international spotlight and has since strongly believed that he is very clever and popular. So how did we get here? Hello and welcome again to the Edge of Politics podcast. Geopolitical Queen here with today's episode on the call for removal of President Zelensky from office for alleged mental health concerns. For some Europeans who still insist on not understanding what the special military operation in Ukraine is all about, imagine a man driving a truck without much experience. This man manages to jump traffic by blowing his truck horns. Then he gets to a checkpoint, a police roadblock, for example. Instead of stopping his truck to be controlled by the police, he tries to fool the police to enable him escape. What could the end of the story be like? He could lose his truck if he is controlled, or if he fights back, he could be killed. And if he doesn't, he could be arrested. This is the issue that we have on our hands now. The inexperienced driver is Zelensky, and the big truck is Ukraine. This is the scenario of how the war will end. Thus, the frustration of one particular MP, Alexander Dubinsky, who has launched a shocking attack on President Vladimir Zelensky, calling for his immediate removal over alleged mental health concerns. The controversial parliamentarian has leveled severe accusations against the Ukrainian leader, suggesting that he is unfit to govern during the ongoing conflict with Russia. Dubinsky, a former member of Zelensky's own political party, has described the president as insane and living in a fictitious reality, raising serious questions about Ukraine's leadership. During a critical moment in the war, his claims extended beyond mere political criticisms, pointing to what he describes as dangerous decision-making that could compromise Ukraine's national security. According to recent reports, Dubinsky has specifically targeted Zelensky's behavior at the World Economic Forum in Davos, arguing that the president's mental state poses significant risk to Ukraine's stability. He is calling for an immediate medical evaluation and potential removal from office, citing concerns about the country's military strategy and international relations. The MP has made dramatic allegations about the current military situation, claiming that the Ukrainian front line could collapse within 100 days if Zelensky does not agree to negotiate with Russia. He argues that the Russian army currently holds a substantial advantage on the battlefield, and the president's refusal to negotiate is directly harming Ukraine's interests. Most controversially, Dubinsky has challenged the office numbers of Ukrainian soldiers, suggesting that the frontline force is significantly smaller than reported. He also alleges that the actual number is around 300,000 troops, as compared to the government's stated figure of 880,000 people, a discrepancy he believes is designed to secure additional funding from international allies. It is also crucial to note that Dubinsky comes with his own complicated background. He was previously expelled from Zelensky's Servant of the People Party due to investigations involving tax evasion and allegations of working with Russian intelligence. These previous controversies added a layer of complexity to his current criticisms. The Kremlin spokesman, Dmitry Peskov, suggested that Zelensky remains unwilling to settle the conflict. According to him, Russia maintains its openness to dialogue but insists on negotiations based on specific terms that reflect current ground realities. Domestic criticism isn't limited to Dubinsky. The Kyiv mayor, Vitaly Klitschko, has also warned about Ukraine sliding towards authoritarianism, suggesting that the prolonged state of martial law and absence of elections are creating dangerous precedents. But in all these, we can ask as to why the European Union is not complaining about the absence of opposition in Ukraine. Is the EU not the high priest of democratic practices? So why is Zelensky's autocratic rule being acceptable? It should also be noted that Dubinsky was arrested in November 2024 on suspicion of state treason. He was accused of working for Russia's main intelligence directorate under the code name Butino. Despite being in jail, he continues to criticize Zelensky through his Telegram channel, accusing the president of potentially drawing NATO into a broader conflict. The ongoing controversy highlights the immense political and military tensions within Ukraine. While Dubinsky's credibility is questionable given his own controversial history, his accusations have nonetheless created significant ripples in Ukraine's political landscape. As the conflict continues, the internal divisions threaten to undermine Ukraine's unity at a critical moment in its struggle against the Russian SMO. The coming weeks will be crucial in determining how these internal political tensions might impact Russia's broader strategic position. So what do you think? Should Zelensky be removed from office for alleged mental health concerns? Well, kindly leave your comments in the comment section below, and thanks for tuning in. I will be back with the next podcast. Good day.